What is going on, gentlemen? It has been a little bit of time. Now, I want to preface this by saying I have been blowing up multiple YouTube channels. You've probably seen my videos on Tragically Chill, but I want to talk about this channel in specific, which is Cool Indie Games, which I haven't uploaded on in a fucking long time. And I've gotten over 132,000 views in the past 28 days, made $400 in literally just free fucking money from this video that I made with AI, and it's almost made me over $1,000. This is the video that got me monetized in the first place on this channel, but I want to show you something, in better words, a fucking crazy ass tool that makes these kinds of thumbnails and literally makes pretty much quite literally any sort of thumbnail that you throw at it. And it is called 1of10, and more specifically 1of10's thumbnail generator. Now, y'all know I don't do paid sponsorships, but I fucking love 1of10, and they hit me up. They asked me to pretty much showcase their thumbnail generator and show y'all the power of this thumbnail generator. And I genuinely think this is like one of the best tools in terms of YouTube and YouTube growth, especially if you are not that good at Photoshop and you're not that good at making thumbnails. You can quite literally generate thumbnails with AI, which is fucking insane. And I'm not just saying this because like I got paid or whatever. I'm saying this because this is a tool that I fucking stand by, and they're really cool people there. So I want to show you guys the thumbnail generator. I want to make a few thumbnails for you guys and just kind of show you the power of this tool. But before we start, I just want to say this: if you have the right packaging on a video, you can blow content up. Like, I made this video and it was literally like a 2-hour long video of me like dicking around with AI, and I used Firecut, which is an AI video editor, and basically just edited the video for me, which basically just took out the cuts and trimmed the audio for me, and it's made me almost $1,000. I mean, this video right here, if we go to this one right here, this video in itself has made me over $1,100 in ad revenue, and it was literally just a video being recorded and AI auto trimming the video, and then me using AI to make the thumbnail, and boom, 100,000 views. So I just want to preface this by saying, if you have the right thumbnail and title, you can have videos that blow up. But that being said, let's dive into the tool. Let's make some thumbnails, and let's just dive into it. And I just want to show y'all the power of 1of10's thumbnail tool. So right here, there's a few things. You can do a reference image, you can add your face here, or you can upload a sketch, or you can literally sketch like something out here. So we could do like Claude and then Chat GPT, or like whatever the case may be, and then you have like fucking zombie here. It's like, oh. But obviously I'm not going to do this because I would rather have a reference image right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this channel right here, and let's just pretend like this is not my channel at all, and I wanted to compete with this channel in specific. So we can take this video right here, and
I want to play.
We can take the thumbnail, and then we can save the thumbnail here into desktop, and then we can upload the image onto here, and then we can write the title or write what the video is about. So I'm just gonna write the title. So I'm gonna say Claude AI versus Chat GPT recreate COD zombies from scratch. And then we're going to click generate. We can also check out how many, or add how many variations we want. So we can do like 12 variations if we wanted to. So I'm going to do 12 and start generating, and I'll come back to you when this has been generated. So now that we have some base images, I will just take one that I like. So I like this one in specific because it's just a lot more, it's a lot better than like some of these, because obviously like it's AI, and AI is going to mess up a few times, and we don't want something like generic like this. We want something actually pretty cool when it comes to the thumbnail style and the thumbnail format, which is something along these lines right here. So I'm going to click edit with AI, and basically we can just get rid of a few things. So I'm just going to say, get rid of the 0 in game text, then just press enter. And as you can see, like, it just got rid of the 0 in game, and then took this here. So now what I'm going to say is I want to add the ray gun instead of the pistol. So what I'm just going to say is with the two guns in the image, replace it with the ray gun. And now we got that motherfucking ray gun in our thumbnails. And let's just say we want to do something completely different. We're just going to say add the Wonder Waff instead of the ray gun for both guns. And obviously the AI is going to mess up a few times, so we're going to have to like just play around with this. But I also want to show you a few of the other features when it comes to the AI thumbnail generator. So one thing in specific is that there is a face swap into the thumbnail generator. So one thing I will show you is, I'm going to grab a random thumbnail of, let's just say, Iman Gadzhi. We'll take an Iman Gadzhi thumbnail, for example. And we'll take one of his OG videos so I can show you the power of this, which is super, super interesting. So this video right here has 7.7 million views 2 years ago. And let's just say I wanted to recreate this thumbnail with Pepe the Frog. I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to click save. And I'm going to go back here, get rid of this, get rid of this. Then I'm going to take a face. Then I'm just going to screenshot this. Then go back here, then take this, and then I'm going to recreate this title, or I'm just going to write the title, and I'm going to say, The Dark Method to Grow on YouTube, which is a video that has gotten me over 100,000 views. If we go here, go to most popular, and yeah, right here, The Dark Method to Grow on YouTube, which got over 100,000 plus views. So we're going to click generate. And we're going to do 12 variations and see what comes up with it. And then we're going to play around with the thumbnails that we do like and then just disregard the ones that we don't like. All right, so I've been playing around with the prompt and I actually really like something along these lines. So I'm going to just edit this with AI. And obviously, like, we don't want this here because this doesn't make sense. So I'm going to say, with the laptop, make it black and get rid of the YouTube Studio and the analytics on the laptop specifically. Okay, this is better. This is better. Now I'm going to say, make the background white and the text black. And obviously we're going to get rid of like the up and like the stuff like that. And then we're going to change this to like 1,000 subscribers just so it's a more tangible number, because 10 million subscribers is fucking unreasonable. But that's okay. Nothing a little AI won't fix. So I don't like that. I think we're just going to stick with this, and I'm just going to say change the number to 1,000, but give it an effect that it's to 1,000 and have the green arrow. Okay, huge, huge. And then obviously like we can like get like an arrow going up. So I'm going to say behind Pepe and the 1,000, add a blue graph going up, like how YouTube, a blue glowing graph going up. And obviously we would change this a little bit, so I'm gonna stick with this for now. But obviously like we can just like play around with this thumbnail and just get exactly what we want, which is a very nice little neat tool. And now we're gonna go through a few things like adding faces and sketching. I think the sketch thing is the most coolest thing, so we're going to get into this. I'm gonna make a little sketch and then I'll get back to you in a second. So I made this little sketch right here and we're gonna just play around with this and see what happens with this. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna say the title of the video is how to get, actually, you know what? We're gonna recreate this title right here, how to realistically explode on YouTube in 51 seconds. So we're gonna just take this. Let's say this, title, then click generate. All right, so I like this one right here. Actually, we're gonna see if these get anything cool. Okay. No, I definitely like this right here. I see the vision with this, but there's a few things that I want to change. So obviously, first of all, I'm going to say, get rid of the 1,000 and replace it with a with the triangle from the YouTube logo. And we're also going to take our analytics here from this in specific, and I'm going to screenshot this. And I'm going to save it. All right, cool, we got that right there. Then I want to upload a reference image. Replace the background with the reference image slightly blurred. Keep the blue graph. Okay, sick. No, I actually like this a lot. I like this a lot. Then we could like fuck around with the blue graph here and just kind of make it more of a YouTube-esque graph, which we can literally just take like this, for example, and then screenshot that and then put this in here. But also I want to show you a few things about 1 of 10, which I thought was really, really cool. And there is a thumbnail that I do want to make because it just gave me the idea here. So in trending formats, we'll just get rid of all this stuff right here and go to trending formats here, which is like a new little tool kind of feature that they added. You can see what's trending at the moment and just like literally obviously not copy and paste, but you can literally just take this format and use it for your own. So for example, the one that stood out to me was the XYZ levels of XYZ. So like this one right here, the 7 levels of Mercedes explained in 10 minutes, 744K views, 13K subs. So obviously like this is a good ass thumbnail and like a good ass idea that we can use for our specific video. So if I were to take this video right here,
forget the intro, let's just get straight to it.
And then we take this, we save this right here. Then we go back to thumbnail generator. And then we add reference image. And then we just say the 7 levels of Lamborghini and just see what happens. Like we can quite literally just generate a fucking viral thumbnail just straight off the bat, something like this. And we can obviously like edit this and make this different. So we'll just take this and be like, get rid of levels 5, 6, 7. Or we could say something like, make it go from old to new. Level 1 equals old. Level 7 equals newest. So now I just want to show you like a little thing that I thought was super interesting is that they have a face swap feature. So I basically just took this thumbnail right here, which I reference and then face right here. And I can show you like I just took this thumbnail and then I added this face right here. And I was just like, yo, replace the face from the first image with the face of the second image. And obviously, as you can see right here, like we have just a Pepe the Frog thumbnail right here that we can mess around and like change this $1 million to 1,000 subscribers or like whatever the case may be. And I just played around with it a little bit more so we can have like different options here. And as you can see, I think this one is the best one in general. And then obviously I would just mess around with this by like getting rid of these little cuts here and then changing this and like having a graph go up, etc., etc., and just like playing around with the thumbnail until I get a finished product that I genuinely like. But this is 1 of 10's thumbnail generator. It's only getting better and they're only fucking like adding new things to 1of10.com. I've used 1 of 10 for quite some time now, and I actually use 1 of 10, and I'll show you this right now. If we go to money maxing and we go to this video right here, this video, YouTube Growth for Idiots Like Me, was actually inspired directly from 1 of 10. So I'll show you my bookmarks here. I have a like literal database of thumbnails called Cool Stuff, and I just save a bunch of thumbnails that I thought were really cool. So I actually found this video right here, Personal Finance for Idiots Like Me.
Let's be real. Personal.
Sorry about that. And I literally just took this thumbnail and just replaced the app of Personal Finance with YouTube Growth, and it got me 21K views. So yeah, that's 1 of 10's pretty much just 1 of 10's platform in general. Like, I really do enjoy 1 of 10, and I'm really glad that they decided to give me the opportunity to show y'all the thumbnail generator. I would highly recommend playing around with this, and I would just use 1 of 10 in general because it's a tool that cares about the user rather than a tool that's just trying to make money online. So if you want a YouTube growth tool, 1 of 10 is the tool, in my opinion, just because they have that thumbnail generator and it saves you a fuck ton of time and money being spent on thumbnail designers or just you making thumbnails in general. So yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.